I don't know what's going on. What's that, Karma? Wick on fire? Dual beacon. Hey, I was in a live chat last night with a Mystic, and a couple days ago we had these people come on, and you'll have to watch the live from last night. It's called, his name's Sean the Swan Villain. And you could tell something was wrong with the dude. Then last night he came out and said he was a socialist, and he was in Antifa, and he backed BLM, and he is a dickhead. Mystic went off on his ass. It was great. I think this is just a medical emergency. I don't know. Or I don't know. No, I don't know. It could be a rear ending each other, couldn't it? Is that a cop? I saw the cop's vehicle out the side. I looked outside and saw the sim was this bright, and I was gonna film it. And then when I got up here, I seen this. And I don't even know why. I don't know if it's a medical emergency or a wreck. But since there's 3 vehicles, I'd say it's a bam, bam, bam. I'd be surprised they don't come over here and try to mess with me. It's in their blood to make people miserable, I think. Legally, you're not supposed to walk. Look, there's an emergency guy with a mask on. Like, oh my God. See, the firemen don't. No, they do. Oh my goodness. Really? I gotta get closer now. Stupid idiots. I don't care. What am I gonna do? Me in jail for watching? Really walnut. If the world was too bad off, people would be picking up every walnut there is and keeping them for food or selling them, one or the other. I don't think, damage on the vehicle. I don't know, I can't tell from here, the sun is so good. You'll be able to see better than me because I can't see shit because of that big light bulb in the sky. Whoop! I'd say, I don't know, but unless 3 people were following each other, man, you can't even look that way without looking through this phone. And look at that sunrise. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. There's not enough police here if there's a wreck, I don't think. What's up, darling? Trying to keep my eyes peeled. I don't want to deal with the haters. Look, no mask on that guy. No mask on that guy. I guess it's up to yourself if you want to be an idiot. You know, if you think about it, if this flu is as bad as they say, why would they not make children wear the mask? It's hard to see this, but I can see revealing unknown, I think. Wick. Scarborough, hey. I was just talking to Scarborough before I came out here and told him that I was coming to film the sky and the sun being so bright, and then I didn't even know this was going on. Actually slept today longer than I've slept in a month. It's going to be a long night tonight. Hello, Doctorita. Vicky Fry, hey. Whoop, whoop. Vicky Vale. I can do a siren really good. Look, that's a crusty old lady. She ain't walking very well. Yeah, look, I think it's a wreck. I think this old lady, she's like hobbling. Man, one bright thing, ain't it? I'm just gonna make a big loop. You're not supposed to walk down the interstate. I walk down it all the time, and I see highway patrol, and I think everyone's just scared. You know what I mean? How come they aren't talking about how crime has went down during all this when everybody's locked in the house? I mean, in Missouri, we're lucky. Nothing's really changed much for me. But around the world, people can't go out of the house. They tell them don't have sex, don't kiss your wife. It's like, really? Oh, that's much better. Jeez. Here's an old dead-end street right here. I don't see no damage in the cars. I mean, when you rear end yourself on the interstate, you're doing 65 miles an hour, there's going to be some damage, because I walk down this all the time and there's broken plastic and shit everywhere. I don't see why the police aren't here. It's a wreck, it has to be. I haven't heard no ambulance or nothing. Look, mask, no mask, mask. Oh yeah, they're all, look, they're all on the phone. I just got in a wreck. Oh yeah, no damage. This is bizarre. I don't know why they've been done that slow. Brant, are you still in the hospital, dude? Hope you get better, man. Sky Falls. A lot of people here for the first time together. And I've called the herd a long time ago. It's taken right now. Oh, somebody texted me. I thought that. I don't know who. Oh, I sent random people pictures of Sasquatch that I'd taken last night for the hell of it. I like doing that. You wouldn't believe that. Oh, here comes a. Hear it? I hear bacon. I hear bacon. Here comes some people in a costume outfit early this year that think they have more rights than we do. But if this is state patrol, I respect them more than I do the local. Floppity floppity. Stand over the out of the way. No, that's Andrew. Wow, must have just happened. Last summer I was walking doing the same thing and I saw 10 cars rear into each other. I ran out in the interstate and stopped the traffic, or it had been a lot worse. Yeah, take care of yourself, Brant. Don't, I've been studying the subconscious mind. If you want to learn something, do that. It'll blow your mind what you can do with your own thoughts. Our subconscious mind is habit forming. So don't make a habit of anything bad. That's why people get mad at me for not fear-mongering all this shit going on. I don't let it bother me. I don't watch TV. If you think positive thoughts and hang around positive people, guess what? You have no choice but to be positive, because the habit will happen. You make good habits, not bad habits. And stay away from toxic people. They're poison. And nowadays, it spreads from your mouth if you don't wear a mask. I'm sorry, when you... this shit don't bother me. I don't let it get to me. And when you learn how, it won't. No matter who, what, where, or when. See, I think it's just a wreck. That's right, Karma. You can't let bad people go through the woods. You guys want to hang out for a minute? Check this out. This here is really old. And over here, there used to be a cistern with a cave with fresh water running out of it. And some homeless people started sleeping here. And look what they've done. They're tearing all the trees out. Look, and they're just using a front loader. Just I can hear the trees screaming in my own mind, if you can believe that. And I find arrowheads in this used to be a creek. See that? This sign has been here, and it's been here for like 3 years. And now they're doing it. And it's really disheartening. There's no trespassing in here, but I don't know as good as shit. We got a kitchen. And cops are fat and lazy. Or catch apple. He scores too. Look at that tree over there. You think that didn't hurt? Look how they shredded it. And all, look at that, catch apple. Trees are all connected together at the roots. They're one collective. And this is where the cave was. The stairs that ran down to this. It's I don't know, it's probably 150 years old. And it's beautiful in there. Look at this. This is what society does to nature. Some bitches. Yeah. But, you know, look at the times we're going through. They could have just, like, called somebody and have them come and cut this down and burn the wood for heat or sell it or something. And they're just not going to load it up and take it to the landfill. Look at this. If you can go back and look at my videos. I've filmed this hundreds of times in here. And look at, I never even saw this. Oh, that's Frank. I know Frank. Be served. Look, you will be served. Wow. That's not good juju. Actually, there's a spider. You gotta be careful. That shit, they bite. You run into that, you turn into a ninja. I'm not looking at the chat. You guys talk amongst yourselves and be. There's a lot of crazy stuff here. Here's where the creek was. I walked, this goes underneath the interstate. The bears. And the only time I walked underneath here through there, it was still running, I got my feet wet. But as soon as I got through the other side, I found a drill, Native American drill right in the creek. It was unbelievable. You can see, that's these ice buckets. Let's do it, you want to? Ooh, it's cool here. I see a little silhouette of a man. Here you go. Hello. That's the trip, ain't it? Woo! You're talking about some acoustics and a resonation. The resonation. Weed smokers unite and fight the stupid bugs. Man, I feel really good. I haven't slept how many hours in eons. Wow, the sound. Like Julie Brown. Pretty cool, huh? I'm not even getting my feet wet. I gotta water my good booster. This is all in going on. I'm gonna have 100% battery. This is where all the homeless people. I'm just gonna take a trip and talk to each other. It's a lot easier if I don't watch the chat. Otherwise, I broke every screen in my phone. Wow. I didn't realize that was built up that high. Well, I came this way once, so what you're seeing for the first time so much. So don't get mad if I don't answer you because I'm not looking. There's something here weird. I was hoping that you're not doing this in front of somebody's weed stash. The trees are dead. They're dying fast. They're gone before you know it. Yeah. Imagine what this looked like back in the day. Everywhere we go, they're putting these white rocks in. Wow. I wonder what used to be here. Because somebody's kept this down. Because trees grow fast. There you go, walking stick. There's the tier defense. Look. Look at all that concrete. I'd say this used to have a road going to it. And people do that. Contractors and shit. They don't want to pay. Look at your stairs right there. Huh. Wow. Maybe that's why that's built up. Yeah. So that house there is really crazy. They back up and here's the foundation. Wow. This house was here a long time ago. I'd say it was a mill or something. Next to the water like that. Huh. Yeah, there's something cool. A little inner. Man, it's about 70 degrees right now. It's a lot warmer than it was all day yesterday. And it's been raining for 3 days, I think. Oh, there's a fence there. There you go. Look at Mediacom Ice Park. You know how much it probably costs? They bought it probably at a hockey game. This is all Thanksgiving. It's getting cooler through here. I smell coffee. Wow. Strong. Well, let's just go do more trespassing. Don't you? What is today? Hump day? We'll do the hump day. There we go. Okay. Which way should we go? I always go that way. Let's just see what's over here. You see this? These are blackberries. Look. There weren't any this year. Look at them. These like 10 feet tall. And had no rain. These things will. The first year they come up, they don't have blackberries. And they usually have these white thorns that are like Velcro. They stick to you and they don't come off. Yeah, this has been something. Okay. You see the trees, not that old, not that big. And it doesn't take long for nature to take over. You ever watch those shows with what happened if man left? It doesn't take long because there's a twist. It's been twisted like an old rubber band on a little airplane put together and lined up. Yeah, this has been mowed before. It looks like how people used to farm. You used to go in the field. See, here's more blackberries. These just came up in the last 2 years. Something in the air causing Peggy swimming. See, that's Oklahoma City. They steal. They take out the case and go pond in their pocket. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Blackberries suck with orange. Yeah, looks like something blocked that path. See the trees dying. Oh, look, all of them. Old trees. For no reason. And trees go, their roots can find water. There's more walnuts this year than ever. They're bigger. I guess walnuts don't need water. Anyway. Yeah, it's good. Oh, big one. Suckers. Here's walnuts. It's already breaking down. Look at that. Look at that. They're already. You won't have to have them hauled. See? They usually are losing their outer shell. They're everywhere. Look at them. $15, 100 pounds. Hold. See, I like it right now. It's like getting to be like Colorado. No ground cover. You cover a lot of ground. There's blah blah. And there's no thicket. Yeah, I like this one. Wow. I mean, I've been here a while. You know, you make a path one time, kill stuff. Looks like this. It's a wild rose. See, look. Go. I love exploring. For the first time. So when I truck broke down, I went somewhere new every time I went. And I find structures 9 out of 10 times. I wonder why. I'll go back to it. You know, you're never lost if you're not going anywhere. As long as you know the direction. North is behind me. West is to my right. There's a blue jay. There's the AGT of the woods. And the crows too. The crows are smart. Yeah, I like these thorns. Look. See that? That hurts. Ah. Some of these bleeding. Stabbed all through winter. Ooh. Man. Here's a tree. The leaves are barely turning this year, or they're just dying. Yeah, I'm not too far from mankind. I think we found something. People. I see some. What's in the trunk? Nylon dry stuff. Your homestead. There's another twister. I don't know, we'll see. I don't see a path going in. Wow. Homeless people go to jail a lot. Oh wow. That's so weird. You can see the pallet. Cobra. Here. You know, you've been back there in a while. Yeah. Look at that. What is that? Somebody's using it for his sakes. I say put that up and throw a tarp over it. That's all four of those tires. Oh look. There's a sleeping bag, a towel. Clothes. Look. Yeah, okay, Jack. Look. Now, it could have been a long time since they were here. Look at these crusty antiques. Damn, that's when people wore suits every day. And glasses. You ever see people graduation pictures from the 50s, they all look the same. Military issued dark frames and torches. See, this one's been here a while. There's a path. Ooh. Good. Another sleeping bag. Yep, and a blow-up mattress. Yep, it's been a while. There's no path in here. Look. Sweater's warm. A couple nights ago, I was walking, and there's a couple in the shopping cart sleeping right on the sidewalk in front of a pawn shop with all this stuff in the shopping cart. And snuggling. I walked right behind some of them, they didn't even hear me. Okay, here we go. I like finding structures from days gone by. See, look at what I just got. Look at that shit. That's what causes blood. Tiny needles. Okay. I think maybe go, What do you think it is? Test trailer brakes. It's a Chilton commercial driver's license manual. What year? That's just secret, right? And yeah, see this one cover. Oh well, who cares? Wow. Look at that tree. See, like, that's a fire bush. That's not native. So there was a homestead here at one time. Oh, there. Nice drawer. Check it out. I think it'd be a few feet away from it. Look. Looks like we got a little too close to the fire. Look. It's all melted. As long as you're ready. Pillow. Okay, check this out. Prickly pear cactus, you can eat them. Got these little thorns on them right here. And then pods, there's a billion of them. Yeah, and they came up here during the Civil War on the horses. There's really homeless people right here. I'll take you back this way down the creek and you can see all these giant meteorites. It's pretty amazing in here. Damn son, I'm sweating. I got nose down. Trailer for you. They call it trailer trash. I'm in the trailer. You can get over here. Yeah, there's a camp was. I've seen people sleeping underneath this. There's meteorites all over in this village. Big ones. You can only take home so many. I've got about 50 already. Whew, man, I did some trekking now. Yeah, it must have been fender bender. I don't hear any more ambulances or cops. You know, it's too bad the cops come so they can arrest people. Yeah, this is where homeless people live. Look. The one shoe. You know, I always thought, what happened? And then a homeless guy told me, if they get new shoes or find some, they don't want to lose their own ones, they'll just leave them. One in one place and one in another because people won't pick them up if there's only one. The cardinal. Whew. It cools off when that fake sun goes down. That's when it's just hot enough. Like it's a creek. I've never seen it flowing ever. On this side. Look at this, it's an axe, hammer time. I mean, that's possible. Never thought you'd be walking down a creek during hump day, did you? Whew. Man. You want to stay skinny? Walk all day long like I do, and don't eat. I'm sick of food, and all the shit they put in it now, my body rejects it. I went to Golden Corral this summer. I took 2 bites of steak and mashed potatoes and I went in the bathroom and like almost didn't make the bathroom, projectile vomited. And I made manager give my money back. She didn't want you at first. Oh. Sleeping bag. See, it's stinky back here. Look. Right up there's businesses right there. Shopping cart. You'd think shopping carts are expensive because look how it's heavy duty in the wheels. But they just don't seem to mind the people stealing. Look at a little habitat there. Wow. Yeah. Find a shelter. Getting close now, we start seeing these meteorites. Look at this. Look, there's no trees around here. You got spiders. They coast on them webs in the air. They levitate. We're gonna run into somebody. Look at that iron. Look how big that is. It's rusted. A friend of mine lives on the north side. And when I moved over here, he said, "Have you found any meteorites yet?" And you're like, is that crazy? I think this broke off the big one. I've got small chunks of this. Meteorites are all different. They sell them by carats. They're expensive, but nowadays try to find something. There's someone that'll buy them because things are only worth what you can get out of them. Look at this. You see this years and years of water runoff. You know what it takes to do that to a rock? Here, look at this one. Look at this one, bitch. You know what that's probably worth? I've seen one as big as a, half as big as a volleyball, and in her own mind it was $900,000. Look at the rust. Yeah, look at that. That's freaking crazy, isn't it? That's not even a big one. another one right here. No, it ain't. There we go. Here's a big one hit. Look, chunks off of it. There's another right here. Those are of course. Look at that. Look at this one. Is. People were whacked on it. You'd have to have a backhoe to get out of there. Right here for a minute. There's a 60-year-old couple living up there behind Waffle House. Waffle House went out of business. They're stripping it now. There's a lot of businesses are never going to open again. Look, water. There's a spring here. Look up, see? That's a spring underneath. Look up, there's another. Fresh spring feeding this. You think you need to come out here and tap into that? That's close. A lot of people call me, they know already. You know what? That's a plastic toy chainsaw. Oh, look. All my extras live in Texas. This ain't wet. Okay. 17 people. Hello, Bass Hunter. Who else we got here? Chris Jarvis, Project Skyfalls, Lisa 900, Bomber, woo, Hadley, Meep, whoop, whoop. Hey, Truth Warrior, there's good people in here. Some of you I've never seen before. So much Blue Line, Wick, Bomber, right on, Chris Jarvis. 18, 19, let's do it. You want some questions asked? Go for it. I'm going to sit here for a minute and I'll tell you what you're going to hear. Look at that. This is the meeting right here is trifecta. I know, there's 4 or 5 people in here. I've never heard them. They can't be too bad. They're here. Look at this. See, look at that. How big that is. That's a creek tree that you don't usually get that big. That's like a dying. I mean, you can see it. It's flooded the spring. You can see all the rocks down there gathered. There's another meteorite there on top of it. They're heavy though, most of them. And you try carrying a backpack out of 2 miles that weighs 70 pounds. I do it all the time though. This is kind of serene at the dam. Yeah, I've seen Sasquatch. It says show me. I've got 1,995 videos. Go back and watch some of them. I posted videos. I used to have 4,000 people in my Sasquatch group. Now there's 30, I think, because I don't circle nothing. If you can't see it, you can't see it. In this world of higher consciousness, not everybody has eyes to see. They're indoctrinated by what they've been taught, and their pride and ego gets in the way, and they don't admit, that someone else could be smarter than them. It's kind of serene here, but without the car noise, it's really great. Let's see, I think if you go forward, there's been homeless camps in here where they had a fishing line hooked up, and you walk through it, and it pulls on something and telling them you're around, I've never really, I've never met a bad person that's homeless. I mean, they never treated me bad. I pick up every hitchhiker I ever seen. They usually smoked weed with them, or they smoked weed with me. A couple of them they called them road treasures. One give me a buck knife. Yeah, it's cool right now. There's a breeze. I mean, it's real cool. It feels like somebody turned the central air on. Yeah. Look. See that breeze? Look, there's a squirrel up there. I can be out in the woods in the summer like this and nothing moving. And then all of a sudden a breeze will come up just right, and the top of the trees will start bending over. It's kind of like Predator. You can see them, but you can't see them. I had that in my main area where I used to go. My buddy got murdered that owns the land. You could see on a ravine the leaves going down, and something was running through there. And that's when I started throwing rocks at them all the time, because I can launch it. No problem. And I've never been scared in my life in the woods. And if you want to get their attention, you have to do. You don't sneak in on them because then they think you're stealthing out and you're creeping up on them. What would you do if you heard somebody sneaking up on you in the woods? You'd go into defense mode. You got to open your mind and don't walk around pointing at yourself like people in Colorado do. When you lie, they sense your feelings and they'll show you some stuff then if you're not a good person. That's when the dog man and all these bad things come out because they sense the badness in you. And this is just my opinions, people. That's right. Your subconscious mind controls 95% of what you do. I mean, look at all the stuff you do during your day. How much is physical? Not very much. You solve everything in your head. People have gotten away from everything comes from within. It's not from the outside. The outside's what corrupts you. Everything around you. So you surround yourself with good people. Be a mirror. I used to be living the dream. And you really don't see that you're in a dream till you get out of it. I had all the fucking materialistic crap you wanted. And it didn't make me happy. That's why I don't care about things anymore. I care about nature, rocks. Yes, we do, mates. We are the sum of our thoughts. When you can realize it's not about stuff. And it's not easy, believe me. I'm 57 years old. And just since 2011 is when I woke up. 9/11 really. I mean, you can say what you want, but I was at home watching that shit happen. And I could see that something wasn't right. And then when you started studying, you could see that it was all bullshit and the whole world believed it. Because they're in a spell. All right, I know me. Two trains on the same track. A lot of people that I met on here are 57. The year Kennedy got killed. I'll be 58 in February. You got me. You old man. I was born the same day and year as Michael Jordan. I wish I had a millionth of his money though. But he's a hater too. This is pretty serene. There's a lot of stuff on subconscious mind. You want to learn something, go in there and find some gurus that speak. When you hear them speak, you want to listen. You'll know it's the right one. We never quit learning. In the last 6 months, I've learned more than I have my whole life. And it ain't from being around people. People make fun of the internet and Facebook and all that. If you suck, all your social shit's gonna suck. It's whatever you make it. I call the herd. It doesn't take long to do. Just test people right off the bat so you don't waste your time with them. Life's too short to trying to fix people. Some people aren't fixable. There's a lot of evil in this world portraying to be light when it's dark. And I've learned that a lot. I trust people too much most of my life. Wow. Holy crap. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty wild. With Miss Nasty. Yeah, the Jackson family. There's something up with them people. Like Michael Jackson, I'm sorry. I listened to his music and he helped kids all over the world. He just had a childlike mind. He didn't think like adults. That's why I think good people don't think bad thoughts. And he went and joined their Central Bacon indoctrinated shit. And he was the first black person to get white people to listen to black music, and it pissed them off because it made, people more like each other. If you can listen to his music and get bad thoughts, something's wrong, because I've never felt that with him. Music is my drug, like meat. You're really good meat. Don't let anybody fool you. I love listening to stuff. I just don't always comment. Some places, it brings out the people to your page. Last night was a wake-up call with that dude being Antifa, BLM, a socialist. And he was fooling us for 2 days. But you could tell something wasn't right with him because we were on the panel. I was zoomed in on his face while we were all doing stuff and was watching his eye movement and his emotions to what people were saying. When you're on a panel, you can zoom that shit up to where you can count the wrinkles on their face. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Joe Jackson was Satan. The people don't realize you can. All these people like they go around and all of a sudden they shoot people at a military base or something. They heard ringing in their ear. Why would someone that's going to kill people be going to college and learning stuff, and all of a sudden one day they just go kill everybody they know? They're possessed, and the evil's rampant nowadays. People are susceptible to brainwashing. And when I was young, my dad was a preacher, and I went to church, and I thought they were making fun of rock and roll at church then, and I when there's a lot of dumb people out there, and they are followers, they just do what they're told. And Michael Jordan hates black people. It's sad. I heard that his dad got killed over a gambling debt, and they made it look like they had two fall guys, kind of like Kennedy. Kennedy's last speech, he talked about the powers that be, and he wasn't going to give in to them. They wanted to make a Russian attack from Cuba so we could go down there and fight them. And Kennedy said, I don't think so. And he gave that speech, and they made a message to everybody. They killed him in a parade on TV in front of everyone in the world and got away with it. Tell me that didn't empower them. It made everybody fearmonger and cry, and they just fed on it. And really, if you look at since '63 when Kennedy got killed, the world has gone to shit. Yep, same day as Michael Jordan. Yeah, I know. He wasn't always that way. He was hungry. He wore his North Carolina shorts underneath his bull shorts every game. I think money, the love of money, and events in your life can change you too. Yeah, I've always thought the Terminator was predictive programming, and it's starting to look like it now with all these drones flying around and putting people in places. They want to just put us all in apartments in small places and let AI do all the work and give you a welfare check every month so you can get your drugs or whatever your fetish is, and you just stay there and put on your virtual 3D, and you don't have to do nothing. You just sit there and get fat and old and have sex with whoever you want, do what you want, and you won't even be moving. And it's almost here. Yeah, they do. Why do you think they put all that shit in all these? I don't eat out. I eat once a day, and I fast twice a week. Hey, Arturo, you don't... I need to write some books from going and leave some of the shit I've learned. But I lost everything. I got divorced after 27 years, lost my house, lost my friends. I don't talk to one... I don't talk to one person that I used to. And my Camaro was the last thing I had from my marriage, and 4 years ago an old man hit me and told it. I don't have one thing left from my marriage, nothing. Everything I've gained since then. It's mostly just arrowhead shit. I used to have a Mr. T starter kit. Now I'm top ramen. Hear that? There's somebody out here. I've never taken any pills. I don't have a prescription. I've never taken a prescription to anything. Never had a broken bone, never had mumps, measles, chicken pox. I've been a doctor since like 71. You got to be Teflon. You got to close your mind to people and just go by your own gut. Like Eminem says, I only trust my gut. If you're not my belly button, don't tell me nothing. It's easy to manipulate people. I learned that. I worked at a limousine company. I was a purchasing agent, parts man. I did everything there. And the two owners' wives worked there in the office, and they were simple-minded. We had, when you build windows, you got every department. We had a paint department where we had paint buckets, and I got your parts runner to start buying candy at Walmart and putting on the desk. And even the owner and his wives would eat it, and they finally said, what's up with the candy? I said, well, I noticed if I buy candy, they work harder every day, and they go buy it every day. Oh, it's so funny. We all got, and then I was kind of like Robin Hood there. We had the tires they have to change because you stretch them, they're heavy. They'd be brand new Lincoln Navigator, Escalade, Excursion tires. And I'd give them to the employees, the people that work there. If they needed parts for their house, I'd order it because the people were ripping us off bad. The owner was named Bob, and he fell through a window in school when he was a kid and cut the tendons in his right arm, so he had to switch to left-handed, and he couldn't hardly even write, you know. And he was a preacher, but like one time he went on vacation, and he said, "You got to have this car done when I get back." And so when he got back, it wasn't done, and he started just screaming at me. And I said, "You know, I've never even yelled at a dog like that." And he said, "Oh, you're one of those people every now and then you got to tell them they're doing a good job." Well, we had the account at Lincoln Mercury because we stretch navigators and town cars. And I went up there and bought all kinds of shit like that he liked, like golf stuff. And we had Bob Appreciation Day and had a big party for him, and he bawled. And I paid for it with his own money. I told him I was going to keep his headstone yellow then, but he's dead now, and I haven't pissed on it yet. I've always been Robin Hood. I worked at a gas station when I was 18, and it was a trailer, and you had diesel, propane, everything, and it was the old pumps where you had to flip the thing and clear it out, you know, tick, 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 tick. And when farmers came in, they didn't have to pay tax on the diesel fuel if it wasn't over the road, because trucks tear up the road with the weight. So if they came in with a big tank and filled up the back of it, they had a little piece of paper you filled out, and they got 22 cents off each gallon of gas. Well, if you do the math, 100 gallons is $22. So when truck drivers came in, I'd let them fill out that little slip, and they'd get 22 cents off each gallon. It wasn't hurting me. It was just, you know, the government. That's all it was. So anytime you can screw corporate America or the government, I'm all for it. That's just the way I am. It's not hurting nobody. I don't chew gum. You can't believe everything you hear. You only happen what you see. Your own eyes will play tricks on your mind. Most people will just believe what they want. I'll start going back and get dark. Then I'd love to be able to just go back 100 years and just walk around and see the difference, you know what I mean? Okay, now this is where see the difference when homeless people are around. Look at these trails. These aren't game trails, these are lame trails. The world becomes a different place when it gets dark, don't it? Really, I don't want to go back through the creek. I don't feel like it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. If you guys know Radical Ralph Russo, get away from that motherfucker. I was on his live stream last week on his panel, and he was watching me hike like this, and right up there, the 60-year-old couple lives right up there. They're 60 years old, they live in a tent. And we talked to him for a while, and I asked him questions for Ralph. I mean, they tent. They got Halloween stuff hanging in the trees, everything they owned right there. There. The Explorer broke down in 44. It ran out of gas. He said it got towed off. They owe $100 to get it out, and they don't got a cell phone. And Ralph, you know, I thought he cared. He said they're going to raise money to help him, and never said another word about him. The lady cried, and then he says the N-word and Jew-word every other breath. And he's toxic. I went on there a few days ago because the Antifa guy is from Maine, like him. And I went on his chat and told him about it. He starts going off, and what am I supposed to do? Stop my chat so we can all go watch him? I'm like, dude, I was just telling you he's from Maine. And he goes like, he blocked me. I was like, that was good riddance. I'm just an old fucking homeless. Not homeless, but I guess you're not happy you don't have a home, do you? Look here. Okay, I'll show you how close we are. Look. Oh, look, we're spraying. Look, right here. See all these gloves and socks? Last time I came over here, time before last, there was 10 gloves, brand new, in a bundle right here. Yeah, we are all one the same. We're all the same DNA. And look right now. There used to be a hotel here. That's crazy. It's like a oasis of shit. You can't help those who won't help themselves. God helps those who help themselves. I can't really see them back right back there. Those people are. I don't want to go talk to them again because I feel bad that they thought they were going to help them. And I'm close to homeless as you can get. I lost everything. And I'm living in a hotel. I've been living in a hotel in December will be 3 years. Try that for a lifestyle change after 17 years in your own house. In a garden. 17 years of perennial flowers I planted. I used to be a groundskeeper. And I went back to my house after I lost it. And I was digging up the flowers and looking to see, my rock collection out of the yard. Cops came, ran me off. And the bank came up there and sprayed Roundup on all my flowers and killed them. What low-life piece of shit, right? Well, my family's gone. I got 3 kids, 1 aunt, 2 sisters I don't talk to. And when there's no one left to tell in life, you have to do it for yourself. I mean, what good is accomplishing anything if there's no one to hear it? I do like, people like praise. Why do you think they do what they do? People get mad if you don't comment. I tell you what I'm tired of. I like going to chat to meet people, but I don't want to go to chat and have to say hi to every motherfucker in that chat, even though you like them. If you skip somebody, hell, you can't even comment on their shit. People need to quit being self-serving. I think we ought to start a new trend. When you go to chat, say, hello everyone in chat, I love you. I'm tired of typing. And the voice thing never writes what you say. And you gotta back up. It sucks. And I think they do that just to piss us off and to quit doing it or you get mad. They feed on that madness. Start a trend. Hello chat, I love you all. It'd be easy, wouldn't it? I mean, get down to business. Because every time you come in 20 minutes after people's chatting, you gotta say hi to everybody. Which I don't mind, but it takes too long. Looks like I got him out of there. There's that truck. Yeah, look. No mask. No mask. I don't wear a mask anywhere. I ain't gonna either. If I could grab me and lock me up and take me away, I ain't gonna do it. No mask. I'm feeling better. Hell, it wasn't that long ago I came through here. People had it all in their car. Only people dying have an underlying condition. When they're old people die every day in nursing homes. It's the same people dying. The flu just got rid of them a little quicker. Or what are you going to call it? COVID-19. I'm so sick of hearing that. And the flu season's in the winter. Wait till this winter. It's getting ready to happen. I was praying to God it wouldn't, but something's going to happen pretty soon, a false flag or something. And they're going to keep the brainwashed. They'll probably add a whole other level of people to it too, because people are scared. And they're just going to keep feeding off of it. It's sad. I didn't realize the society was so fucking stupid. And I feel like cussing when you ain't lived in the real world. Go back to your rose-colored world where you never get shit on your hands. Watch George Carlin's special about germs. Oh, hey, you need to go around that. Hey, you need to go around. See, that's parked. And they're sitting there waiting. I'm telling them, the guy stopped right here in the corner. Oh, it broke down after the wreck now, look. That's what I do on the interstate at the time. Is everybody okay from that? Good. Good luck. What happened?
She was coming up on the thing, and they were coming up too, and they slowed down faster than she did, and she hit him in the back end.
Last summer, I seen six to 10 cars do that, and I ran out on the interstate and stopped the traffic because you're going 65 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. We were going, slowing down, and they slowed, and then they cut more in front of us than they cut my front corner.
You might get a ticket?
No.
And you know, that's a pain in the ass right there, ain't it?
Hello, this is Mr. Howard. How you doing?
Oh, now you know what happened. Take care, brother. That's a Japanese lady. I wouldn't want your job, having to deal with that drama all day long. Yeah, your old lady won't believe you, right? He said I was supposed to be off 45 minutes ago. And see, that guy's still smiling. Look, he deals with people every day, wrecking, crashing. He probably sees more shit than we can imagine. And that was the Japanese lady driving. And you hear that guy? People like that. I've never met a stranger. When I go up and talk to somebody and they look at me evil, they're evil. Because I don't have it in me. I mean, my ex called me a social butterfly. I mean, she was a freaking hater, dude. One day she's like, I didn't know you liked fat girls. I go, what are you talking about? I was talking to a girl on Facebook that I dated her sister when I was 18, and I ate Thanksgiving with him that year, and she was like 5 years old, and she remembered me. Hit me up on Facebook, and I've been talking to her. Well, I don't look at people's profile or go in there very often. I guess she was a big old cow. But I don't care. It's a mind game. Beauty's on the inside. Because I was talking to a fat girl, I was into fat girls. Yeah. See, there's a foundation over there. This used to be houses a long time ago. I'm glad nobody got hurt in that wreck. I could tell it was just people panicking. Most people in that moment don't have the know-how, skills, or just calmness to not freak out and turn the wheel. 20 and a half, look. Look at that. I think some people are like, oh my God, don't touch it. Shake it and go wash it. Everything washes off. See, this foundation's here forever. There's people that had it. There was people here this summer. You couldn't see this because of the trees. And they had a baby bed here. Like they had a stroller. They had 3 people were living on that foundation. They had a kid. Don't take things for granted. I used to. I mean, look. See, look at this. You tell me how much Missouri Tigers. Look at this. Somebody paid about $30 for that shirt. There's a hoodie. There's nothing wrong with this. Look. Huh. See what I mean? Carbon. That's a little sweatshirt, you know. Thin like I get on a Nike one. It's just hard to believe that we waste everything. Everything. I'll go back down the interstate. Homeless people, I'm sorry, but you need to fucking quit littering. And it's large. That's the difference. It's all it says is China. That's why. China is a name brand. When it says made in the USA at Walmart, the tag's made in the USA. That's it. That's how they get away with it. They get the material in Afghanistan, send it to the Philippines, and they make all the people wanting to make money look bad. Look what you're doing. But they don't tell you that the wage they're paying those children is 10 times what their parents make a year. They just tell you the part they want you to know. People have to wake up. You know, people might say, well, we're the awoke. Just use common sense and come from inside and learn. Hang around good people. Jealousy breeds contempt. When you're on a level above people, they will drag you back down to their level so you can hang out with them. People that do drugs and go to jail, you got to change. You got to change your crowd. Those people are self-serving and they just want you to be there for them. That's all about me, me, me. Me, society, self-serving. You just gotta, don't let them bother you. I don't. That's why I said I was too forgiving. His girlfriend said I was too happy. That's the two worst traits I have, and praise the Lord. I've never seen anybody walking down this with me. Because you're not supposed to. I've been a non-conformist my whole life. I've got 100,000 feathers I pick up here from the turkey trucks that go through here. And I've got enough to make a goose down pillow now. Because the goose down feathers are the ones that come off the most. They call me the breeze. Look, chupacabra. That was a pretty crazy looking thing. Why? I don't know what it was. I think it was a possum. Sorry, but marijuana makes me a very philosopher. Philosophical. Although I haven't smoked yet, I woke up, got outside. That creek's right down there where we're at. Well, I hope that you got something out of this mission today. Make you stop and think. That's why I don't usually talk this much. I tend to say stuff people don't like. It's just because they don't want to hear it. Everybody's in their own paradigm, and they don't want to ruin their fantasy they got going. That wage they give you is to buy your dreams. So, you know, you won't do your own thing. I always tell everybody, if you're scared, go to church. I mean that literally. God will give you strength and understanding. The more you read the Bible, the easier it is to understand. Look here. That's a parking lot. A lot of people I know say, I quit reading the Bible, I don't understand it. Don't try reading more than one paragraph. You ain't got to start at Genesis. Too much starting in the New Testament. You will learn things. He'll give you understanding and discernment in your own knowledge where you can understand it. You're not going to learn everything if you're not ready. Some people can't handle the truth. And you particular programming in movies, because movies, music, entertainment's all ran by a Luciferian agenda with a narrative. There's a hater over there, I'm sure. They only promote and push what they create. Order out of chaos. Conquer and divide. The way they're splitting up everybody right now, they're trying to make a civil war. I mean, families aren't talking to each other because of this crap. Yeah, my brother won't wear a mask. Can you believe that? People will stand in line for that vaccine. And they think they're doing the right thing. I've never got any flu shot, nothing. Don't eat out. Don't watch TV. Don't do what the narrative says if you want to change your life. I lost my utilities and went a year without power in my house. And the TV didn't come on then. And my divorce was a godsend because I'd probably still be living that fantasy world where you got to buy, spend. I had all the toys you could have, jewelry. It didn't make me no happier. I have nothing now, and I'm okay. I live the day to day, and I'm glad that I got out of the slave system because the world's shit now, and I got to enjoy a lot of stuff without money. Fishing, exploring, meeting new people. I mean, I live here. This is the worst place you could live in the world. It's a trap house. You pay by the week, and you've seen people shot, stabbed, hung. yell at each other every night. Nigger, 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 nigger. That's what they were saying last night. The white girl was yelling at the black guy for selling her tent. And she was saying the N-word nonstop. Cops Live used to be here every weekend last year. But I've changed a lot of people's lives here. And I was put here for a reason. I just walked through LAC. 22 and a half. I make 23 is my number. Actually, it's Michael Jordan's number. 23 times 3 is 69. You gotta quit caring what people think about you. It'll change your life. You won't be doing things for other people to see. That's key, you know? You see? This guy took my drones, you see? You see? We're all quantumly entangled. And they say, our kinetic energy, you know, if you're going to use words, you need to know what they mean. I was blessed with a photographic memory in the brain. You take it for granted when you're smart because the world's full of dummies. And they've been dumbing it down for a long time. Tried living in a cubicle for 3 years. You never even lived in an apartment before. Make you appreciate the small things. These people are just down on their luck. They let evil take its course. Hang on a second, I'll be right. I'm right here. My boots untied and 27 light. I like it. Yeah, tonight I will be going live on Chats. And if you follow me, I'll put the link in my community page if you want to go, and you don't have to say nothing. You can lurk and watch. You don't got to say anything. Most people don't, but I have to speak. That's all there is to it. I've learned a lot off watching other people. Not everyone isn't bad. They all have certain traits that are good in them. We were all babies at one time. Everybody got kissed when they were a baby and loved by the grandparents. What's up? You should be the center of attraction lately. all the crap going on at night. That freaked me out.
That was just last night.
I know, I'm just saying. People need to wake up, don't they? You got to consider the source. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't care what people think of you. You know, I don't. It don't bother me at all. Here's my truck, tell you. That's my third owner on this thing, and this one I got 120,000, but it's good. It started getting hot. I came out and waxed it the other day. I need the head gasket. I just don't care right now. When my Camaro got totaled, I didn't have insurance because I've been driving that dude's Hummer for 4 years, and first time I ever drove my car after that, it got totaled. And so, the fairgrounds is right there. See, there's the 44. These here have a full kitchen in them. They cost $100 a week more, and they're the same size except they got a refrigerator and a stove. The backside. It's actually clean right now. See, look, suitcase for a bowling ball. The guy I went to school with was living here, and there's 3 of them. They couldn't pay the rent. The day before yesterday, they had to move out. He took everything he had and put in a sheet, tied it up, went back inside to get something, come back, all his stuff gone. Everything he owned gone. He has nothing. I let him hang out with me a couple nights. Fed him. I gave my last dollar away before. I've probably 1,000 times in my life. But it comes back. Karma works both ways. Right, Ghost? And oh, this is good. I filmed it for Justin died tonight. Look. People don't even notice you're holding the phone, and they'll just talk to you. You get your truck going?
I gotta get started. But cussing off of my cord.
Oh,
Like that guy.
how much did the cord charge?
I don't know.
The battery's $159 at O'Reilly.
Oh, look at that.
No, I'm just saying, that's how much time that everything went way up in price.
Yeah, I got my battery $50, but
Yeah, I ended up finding one at Walmart for $49.
yeah.
They wanted to rebuild one for $80. And like 60 at the pick and pull.
Yeah.
How much is the starter?
Got it in somewhere.
How much is the starter? $100?
I appreciate it. What's your name,
It's
man?
$179. I'm less.
Wow.
I'm Luke, man. It's nice to meet you. I never got to meet you.
See? $179 for a starter. He's wanting to buy the one off my truck, in the same truck. I'm like, no. I don't even feel like going back to jail right now. I'm not going to. You know what? I could leave with a backpack right now. I'm sweating. I think I'll just walk around and cool down for a minute. I've met some good people here. I really have. But they're in and out of your life in a few minutes. There's been 100 people live next door to me, probably, at least. That guy there thinks he's tough. Some girl lost a puppy out here 3 or 4 days ago, at like 2 in the morning. They're outside screaming at everybody in the whole place. And that skinny black dude had a golf club. And they were just screaming. They said, I have a gun, I'm gonna go to every door until I find my puppy. He goes, I have heroin, crack, any drug you want and money, just bring me back my dog. And you wouldn't believe it. I finally went out and sat in the chair and watched him for a while. Then he looked up at me and started mouthing me. I just went back in and got my machete and smacked the wood with it, and they shut up. Finally the cops came, and then they were all cool. They started looking under cars for the puppy, and the cops helped them look for the fucking dog for an hour. It didn't do nothing to him. Cops don't, no one there calls the cops, because they're all criminals, most of them. It's still muggy out. I didn't get my daily grounding in the woods today. I hate going in sweaty. Springfield, Missouri. This is the fairgrounds. This is Broadway, on Broadway. See, look. We got a kitchen in there. I wish I lived in the country again. Go out on the front porch and piss wherever you want. You know, even poor people have nice cars usually, because Obama had everybody bring in the cars made that were good, metal, trade them in. You know, like that. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Hurry. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi, kitty. How are you? Hi. What are you doing? I'm good. I ain't gonna hurt you. You know that. What are you doing? Huh? Are you hungry? Yeah. You're a good kid, ain't you? Yeah. What's up? What's wrong? I miss cats. I used to have pets, but they all die. I can't take death much more. The older you get, more people die in your life. I had 6 of my best friends die in the last 6 months. And I didn't get to say goodbye to all of them. Hard to tell. There's an airport a few miles away. You can never tell if it's an airplane or... Yeah, I think it's coming this way. Hey, Paradox. Vicky Fry. Meet, meet, meet. Meep, I panel up sometimes. You have to come out and play music. And, music is like, you know how it is. I've been studying the 432, the 440, and the 528 hertz. And I made a whole playlist on there of rock and roll songs that's 430 megahertz. And I had no idea. There's 78 songs on there that are in 432. And it's going to be all your favorite songs. Queen, Metallica, Led Zeppelin, Phil Collins, Bob Marley, Louis Armstrong. You won't believe the songs that were in 432, and they're mostly ones that made it to #1. You know, Creedence Clearwater Revival never had a #1 song. And people would bet you money, they always want it. And they say, how's that possible? Well, when they were doing their thing, there was Led Zeppelin, all the big bands were out there too. The Courageous Church. Wednesday. I have no idea what time it is. Probably, it's 7:15. Somebody tell me what time it is and see how close I am. I haven't even looked. I don't want to watch. Hey, Julie. Julie's, she lives here. She knows. Bamboo. Bambooski. Kung Fu Bruce Lee. 6:54. That's pretty close. 20 minutes ain't bad. You guys should go check out Bamboo's channel. He tells the events that happen every day. He lives in Berkeley. He's good people. Squash ain't going live tonight, so we're all gonna have to find a place to hang out at. Yeah, I haven't heard from Casey lately either. I know you. I know, Julie. You can't really. I don't know what to tell you. I guess what we learn lessons every day. Some people are your friend until you can't do nothing for them. If I had the money that people owed me, I'd be driving. Let's see, go back to materialism. If I had more money, I'd be eating different food, living in a different house about it. Y'all need to, I hate grow channels. I tried that last year because I didn't know any better. And I got stuck with a bunch of Filipino people cooking shows and shit, but Philippines is the capital of the social world. And my buddies from the Philippines, they're just social people. I mean, they're good people. Time is short, and some things I ain't gonna watch. But most people I've seen on here, these are all good people with a brain. I'm not haters, and consider other people's feelings when they talk. The world's left compassion out. Yeah. It's hard for me too, believe me. I mean, everybody, no one's perfect. I take it for a long time. Then sometimes you have to tell people that they're a fuck up, just so they'll get out of your life or they'll change. One or the other. You can't really change them, but you plant the seed and let them grow their own plant. But some people are hopeless. You can't fix everybody because some people ain't worth fixing. And I've always tried and tried and tried. When you get older though, that wound starts to heal, then it scabs up. And when it turns to scar tissue, nothing's going back in there. You can't penetrate scar tissue. Or burns. You get burned a lot. I'm usually smoldering from somebody. I always trusted everyone my whole life. That's how I was raised. You have to learn discernment though, because some people will set you up to the fall, and they'll use you for a long time before you open up enough to let them get to that one big wham, and then they're gone. And it sucks because it's usually someone you like. That's the problem. I don't care about the shit they took from me. It's camaraderie. I've worked many jobs. I miss the people, not the job. And if you love your job, no one would go to work if they quit paying. People don't realize if the world shuts down, no one's going to go to work. They're worried about their own family. What about all the people in nursing homes, hospitals, food, truck drivers that bring all the food in to everybody? You think that's going to keep coming? You're mistaken. The United States feeds 40% of the world in charity. If the ATM shuts down, and your phone don't work, I suggest you start getting your shit together, because no one will be able to talk to nobody. You can't plan anything because no one talks to each other anymore. No one even knows their neighbor. It's a self-serving world, and they took years to get it this way, and they hid it. It's not the blind leading the blind. It's the ones with the biggest telescope you can find leading the blind. Why do you think the Vatican named their biggest telescope Lucifer? And this VAC's going to have Luciferia in it. That shit is not a coincidence. And whatever you believe in it 100%. See, look, there's the dumpster divers already. Look, they'll be in one dumpster throwing shit in the other dumpster. Oh, there's some leak blowing, I think. Yep, there's a leak blowing. This place is like New York. It never shuts down. There you go, look. They make drug deals right out here in front of God and everybody. They don't care. Because we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. There's a few veterans here I met. The guy next to me has lived here for 10 years. He was a truck driver, and he got diabetes and fell asleep or whatever and crashed. He has nothing in his room. Nothing. Yeah, I can't tell if he's a man or a woman sometimes. It's clobbering time. That'll keep him away. That guy. We're lucky he was in that state of mind. Usually he's spinning like a top. Try to talk to me. We can't slow down enough to talk. So usually I have a few homeless people that come out here usually at night sometimes. And I give them clothes and food. And that's what you're supposed to do, right? Help them. This is my view. Kind of quiet tonight. I'm still sweating. Never a dull moment here, though. And Mooski, Anita, I didn't see you on there. Get it. Most of the scooters here are painted black because the plastic comes colored, and if it's painted, it's stolen. If I can stay positive, people, you can. I'm at the lowest point in my life. Hello. And I don't let it get to me. You just, wherever you lay your head is home. I've had it all and lost it all, and I'm a better person from it. Yeah, the light bearer, they come to you as light, but they're dark. Darkness is the absence of light. You really need to study on your subconscious mind. It's blowing me away every day. And I've been watching this guru from India. It's great stuff. There's people out there like Kenneth Hovind. Ken Hovind. Check him out. I love you. Hey, look, who you gonna call? Dustbusters. That's the guy that was getting screamed at last night for selling the girl's tent. She's about 30, he's about 50, and she has tattoos all over and has 4 kids and don't have them. And once I tell you, any woman that don't have unconditional love for her kids needs to get a wake-up call or go to jail. Hey, we just got October 1st, the first dispensary opened here, but it's medical only. The medical license is $225. Empty waves, I will do that. Hey, I subscribe to a lot of people, and I'll be there. You can ask them. You know, people say I'm not getting notifications. Well, go to your subscriptions and go down the whole list. Why do you need to get notified? Just go down like I do. I share the people I like. I share their video, and then it's in the community post, and you can just go there and click on their name. It's easy. Excuses are like assholes. Me? You watch Ken Hovind? Hey, I talked to him many times when he went through his jail stuff, and he changed my life. Oh, I know. They sent him to jail for paying the bills. That's all they did. I mean, he's a good dude, and he's funny, and he will debate anybody. He's a creationist, and you believe the Bible or you don't. He's one that. The only thing I don't agree with him with is the flat Earth, which it doesn't matter the shape. But the Bible kind of makes it look like it's not a round ball. No, he's in Georgia now. He used to be in Florida. He has a Dino World, and when he got out of jail, his wife and son stole everything he had, and he got remarried, and he got the land donated to him, and he has all volunteers, and he's baptized about 30 or 40 people now, and he's a great guy. He's funny. Right on, Meep. Then you know what, or you act like you do, Meep. That guy will change your life, won't he? Really, if you want to wake up, go watch Ken Hovind, and he's like Job. They moved him in jail 50 times because, and I can't remember how many people he brought to the Lord in jail. They kept moving him and moving him and moving him because he was doing good. He spent 10 or 11 years in jail for paying the bills of the church. And he's funny. He debated Bill Nye. He'll debate a whole panel of scientists at once. He hates evolution. He was a science teacher. Yeah, they're called indoctrination stations. They teach you and want you to memorize what they want you to do to be a good worker and punch a clock. And where I lived, I took care of that dude and drove him everywhere. There was an old man that lived next door. He was retired, been an MP in the military. His wife was gone, and he was just waiting to die. And one day he said, "I've never been late on my bill. I paid all my bills. I've never done anything like that." And I said, "You were a good slave, weren't you?" And he looked at me with a bewildered look, and he didn't believe anything I said until he saw it on TV. He was a good dude, but he had issues. I moved out and he died. When we got forced out, he died 3 days later because that was the only thing keeping him alive. When I knew him. I never lived there. One time I did work for him, and he always paid me, and I tried to do it for free. He wouldn't let me. But one time I went over and shoveled his whole driveway in front of his garage and house. It was about 0 degrees. He gave me $250. And I didn't want nothing. I cleaned his gutters out. You know, I painted the stuff. The roof started leaking inside. Fixed it. His name was John Rue. He was a good dude. His wife's name was Rose. And she had Paul McCartney roses in the front yard, and they smelled unbelievable. But he said that when they first moved in, there was a nice-looking lady behind him, and he was talking to her over the fence one day. He said the next day he was putting up a privacy fence. His wife made him. See, it's concave on a slant. I don't care if it's figure 8. I mean, everybody has their own belief, but it's just not worth it. It causes too much argument. Kind of like Biden and Trump. The lesser of two evils is still evil. But you can say what you want. Proof's in the pudding. Trump has done a lot of good stuff. There's got to be some good out of everybody. I've met him before. Built limos for him. Bring it on down to Homelessville. This place changes people like babies change diapers. And they don't care. They'll do it right out here in plain sight, just like the fucking illegal bad people. Well, I gotta get in there and eat something. I appreciate everyone that came and try to hook up with each other. We're here to lift people up, not to bring them down. Think positive way. Quit dwelling on all this bullshit going on and showing all these riots and shit. Leave that shit behind. Try thinking about good things, and good things will get better. I was married 27 years, so I learned a few things. Yeah, it's not an apartment. It's a motel. Motels, and the difference between a hotel and a motel is the hotel you go in the front door and go into the rooms inside. A motel, the doors are on the outside. Most people don't know that. In a hotel, people can't just come up and come in your room. They got to have a key to get in or go through the front desk. This is a weekly rental. It's went up about $50 a week since I lived here. Pay $189 a week, and now it's like $239 a week. They make it where people can't save money to get out of here. You could buy a house in a few years and still living here, but they have cable, trash, utilities, everything's, they actually will come and change your sheets and vacuum your room, all that good stuff, but I've never let them in my room one time ever. And they send letters to people saying, we're going to do this, and I don't care. Letter don't mean shit. People just do what they're told. Last time I got a ticket for bullshit, and I went to court, and there was a letter in there that said, you need to go down and get a mug shot. I threw that shit in the trash. There ain't no law that says that. What are you doing, gangster? Vodka? Yeah. Right on.
What's that?
No, I'm good. I used to be my neighbor. He's actually a good dude. He's just alcoholic. He got him a fifth of vodka. Everybody has their own crutch. Everyone has good in them. Sometimes it takes a while to show. I like changing people. It's hard, but it can happen. If I sit here all night and just film, you would be amazed. There he is right there, with the hat on with the bandana. He's a pretty smart dude. Sometimes life fucks you hard and you just say fuck it and you stay drunk. I'm glad I smoke weed. I never liked alcohol. Since I've lived here almost 3 years, I've drank more here than I have my entire life combined. I can't get drunk. I've tried. I drink a half a quart of moonshine and nothing. I mean, you feel it, but I've never been non-coherent. I can't get to that state of mind. I either throw up or pass out if I get that way. This is my channel. Who's Gary? Show me Sasquatch. Mark. I know who Gary is. Bamboo, bamboo, bambooski. I've probably 10 people now I've got on Messenger, on Facebook, that I talk to off YouTube, because that way you can communicate with them every day. That's a girl. Oh, that's a girl too. She's she doesn't drink, but she has a liquor license. Well, where's Jamie? What's her name? Jamie Curtis, where's her tits at? That's the first time Jamie Curtis showed her knockers, was trading places. Who could forget that? And that's something that will never leave my mind. And that, maybe she did with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but she's dancing and falls over. Oh, that's funny. But she had famous parents. I mean, she's lucky to be half normal after growing up in Hollywood. I'm gonna have to get some kind of dead animal in me. Hey, I'm your man's man. I like women. I would be a lesbian if I was a woman, because I like women. I like the way they look. I like the way their ass looks. I'm a guy. Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. Spread some love. Be positive, one day, and not be negative, and help somebody. Beef. I don't eat. Actually, when you're poor, you kind of eat whatever you can afford. And you know, our stomach is full of acid for a reason. It breaks everything down. It's a state of mind. If you think something's going to hurt you, it will. If you think of nothing, you're not harmed. There's something right there. See that? Wow. Don't ever eat when you're mad or arguing. That's what shit that fucks you up is your frequency and your emotions. Steady frequencies. The power of the mind. If you learn how to control your subconscious, you can give it a plan and put it on a course and put it on autopilot. You just got to stay on that course or plant a thought in your mind and feed it, and it will grow. Look, there's a, oh, he's coaching. I thought that was a bike with a motor on it. Here we go. See, they got it. This is a 24-hour mobile roving party. It's a trap house, and if you don't know what that is, then you don't even need to be watching. That's all right, Meep. I didn't see it anyway. Yeah, I don't. I'm desensitized. Words are words. Words don't hurt me. First thing they teach is sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, and people forget that. Just don't let anybody hit you with a stick or a stone. See, I like this because it's a platform for people to get to meet people. And when we all connect and we have strength in numbers, we can all get on that same wavelength and frequency, we can change the world. We need to find a commune and put all our heads together and change everything. But they keep us separated and thinking me, self-serving world where we can't have camaraderie. It's all about people. See that girl just went and got all the trash, but people throw away everything here. One man's junk's another man's treasure. That's right, you have to support each other. You know when some people will come on and act like they're the light though, like Meep said. And you know, people are your friend until you don't have anything for them to benefit them, or if you make them mad. You know what I mean? Try pissing somebody off and see if you still talk to them. That's when you know they're a friend, because friends don't hold a grudge. Somebody yelling. Straw! Fescue. Alfalfa. You know what hay is? It's the first step in horse shit. 26 people watching in the ghetto. And his mother cried, "Oh, gonna be an angry young man someday. Maybe take a look at you and me. Are we too try? Do we simply turn our heads and look the other way?" And his mother cried. That's my first 45 in the ghetto and along the winding road. Music keeps me going. Got your there, hey there. See ya, Tennessee tuxedo will not sell. I'll make mincemeat out of that mouse. See that programming? That shit is there. All the cartoons I watch, the movies, they don't go away. Because they run by fruiting. I'm a lead farmer. What we have here is failure to communicate. So we get what we had here last week. If that's the way he wants it, well, he gets it. Go ahead, Luke. Guns N' Roses. Gotta sing bass. I'm a singing. Apple don't look. He done got a pre-shot. Oh, yes, they call him the street. And just a swinging. Oh, I should be a comedian. I got a whole bunch of material. Get a muffler. I'm not bad looking for that old Ranger. People have kids who are feeling sad. Oh yeah, look. Wonder what he's doing. You know, you can see one room and everybody goes to that room. Kind of obvious. People ask you for a cigarette every time you're anywhere. You got a cigarette? I don't smoke, and they look at you like you're lying. You know how much money I've saved in my lifetime not drinking and smoking cigarettes? Probably why I still get around. But people stay out here because you don't think about the cubicle you're in. It's jail here. When they go to jail, they give them a tablet first thing. And they even get to take it home with them. They have too many conveniences in jail. They need to make them start busting rocks again. There was a county here where they made their jumpsuits in jail pink. It has no repeat offenders because they make the thugs wear pink. Can you imagine wearing pink in jail? They already get ass raped. What movie was that? What's wrong with jail? The anal sex that is not voluntary. Exit only. There's 31 people in here. I hope you guys are meeting each other. Right now we're cops live. They just ain't showed up yet. They come flying around that corner sometimes. People scatter like mice and a cat coming around. I'm surprised there's a couple of black dudes living right over there, and they had a ghetto blaster out here jamming it all day, all night long, as loud as it go, and no one would say anything because they were, chicken shit. I think they moved when they got kicked out. The cops wouldn't even say that to them. There we go, look. I wonder what that is. See where he goes. When you see a vehicle that's spotless and out of place, out of touch, out of time, they're here for a reason. They're here to deliver, usually, or pick up. People don't pay attention, I do. It's non-stop. All night long, 24/7. There was an old man living over there, and he got out his and started jamming Stevie Ray Vaughan and stuff, trying to drown out their rap, but I think he gave up. Don't take anything for granted. Don't hoard. Hoarding is not good. Don't buy things to look at. If you can't use it, you don't need it. "29 people watching me. I'm a legend in my own mind." There's Brahms. See that fantastic caverns right down the road. Let me read that sign. We were right over there on the other side in the woods. And then the woods are, I'm in between the woods are that way. This is the end of town. You go that way, it's the squash lives right down the road, half a mile. There's Julie Marvin over there. You gotta pay $15 a week extra for a dog. Who wouldn't want a dog cubicle though? Here today. That shit don't go away. Without going to the beach, you're gonna have sand in your car for the rest of your life. Well, I hate to leave, but my battery's getting low, and if it shuts off, I will lose this chat, and the feed won't be recorded, and I won't get to see all the good people that were in here. There's 33 right now. It's a Freemason world. I do this all the time. You never know what I'm going to find. I go in the woods, I go fishing, I go homeless people. I do a lot. Every day I record. And I found a big dump in the woods full of antique bottles and stuff. Hey, when I leave here, don't worry, the wrench is coming to everybody that was here. You can't do it while you're filming, but I go back and I'll put it in Everybody here will get one, as long as you weren't saying anything stupid. Hey, I appreciate people, and I got to get out of here, though. I hate to, but this is most people I ever had watching me at one time. It's crazy. If you liked it, then this is nothing. It gets a lot better during the day. You can see what I'm doing. And I can do this in the winter, too. I was in the creek when it was 7 degrees last year looking for arrowheads. And I help people along the way. I love you all. The Blue Wrench is coming. Check me out tomorrow if you want to walk around and see truth and what the world really is, and don't hate. Don't hate, appreciate. I'll see who was on there and I'll blue you up, and hopefully I'll see you again. I love you all.